Training for SADOT. Today we're going to be going over a couple of things such as uniform structure, vehicle structure, how to properly arrive on scene, what we carry, and a few other things. Let's go ahead and start with our uniforms. So when we first join SADOT, we're going to create a male or female character, and we can have it look as whatever you want. That just doesn't matter. All we're here for are the clothes. So to start off, you can have any sorts of utility pants. A bunch of us currently are wearing the khaki pants wherever they are here. Or even these firefighter pants. We're just going to use these because I honestly forgot where they are. Going down to shoes, you guys can use any sorts of work boots. For these are fine example. I know Leos will rock these. And then shirt, overlay, and jackets. It's very simple. You can just wear a plain t-shirt like one of these, or that plain white tee I just passed, with a vest on it, blank vest. And then what I suggest you doing, going to props and then hats and helmets, and finding the hard hat. It's going to be a blue hard hat. Of course, you can follow the numbers on this video, wherever it is here. There, right here. The Los Santos Water and Power one. Change it to orange or yellow, your choice. For this, we're just gonna have it white. Alrighty. So after you make your character, you can go save character and you can go SADOT. Just like that. So now we're gonna go over our vehicle structure. So as a probationary or operator 1, you get to drive 2 vehicles. One is going to be this Chevy Silverado roadside assistance truck, and the other is going to be the flatbed. We are currently going to go over the roadside assistance truck first and go over a couple of features on it. So we're going to go ahead and pull this out, and first thing we're going to notice is the sign on the back. So to use the sign on the back, we are going to turn on the lights by hitting Q and then do /hood. Here is just a blank sign. So now we can go to M menu, vehicle related options, vehicle options, extras, and select one of these 4 extras. For example, if I were to do extra 7, it's going to close that. I do /hood one more time. Bam, left lane closed. And this is going to be utilized when you're on scene as an RSA, and when you are even in this training. So a couple other things that the RSA truck holds. It's called a roadside assistance kit. This kit holds cones, fire extinguisher, jumper cables, and a first aid kit. While on duty as a SADOT, you will always have this kit on you, just in case anything happens. So if you ever get to a call, you're going to have this at any call that you get called to, anything, you're going to have this in the back of your truck. So let's go ahead and drive out of this building, and I'll meet back up with you. Alrighty. So we're going to go straight into a scenario as RSA. So let's say we got a call regarding a broken down vehicle in the middle of Sustancia Road. So once we're in radio, which is going to be another part of training here in a minute, it's going to be as simple as either your call sign or RSA1 on scene. So we're going to go on and arrive on scene, going to flick on our lights, and we're going to angle to block off the road since the vehicle is still on the road, off the road. We're going to go up to our vehicle options, do /hood before that so we see what we're doing. Extras, we're going to get rid of this extra, flip on this one, right lane closed. We have our hood up, our sign up, our lights on, we're good to assess the vehicle. So normally, you're not doing these scenes by yourself. You'll have someone in this vehicle here that you can talk to, that you can RP out and figure out what their issue is with the vehicle. Obviously this looks like a car crash, but we're going as a broken down vehicle. So something that we all like to do here is /e mechanic. It looks like you're, obviously it's a mechanic, so it looks like you're straight up in there working on the vehicle. And something that we tend to do is /me looks under hood. Do I see anything irregular? So this will just kind of indicate to the civilian that we are trying to RP this out further than he thinks we are, and that that we need him to answer in chat. So let's say, for example, we'll just do this for example. So now we would go and inform him, I think that this is your issue, and we're going to walk back to our trucks, and we're going to use that handy dandy RSA kit that I was talking about earlier. So for example, we can go here, boom, just like that. Alrighty, so now once we're back at the vehicle, it's your choice at this point to do mechanic again. /me places new spark plug. Alrighty, so you have a new spark plug in the vehicle. You've helped this guy out. Now we do some paperwork with this guy. So again, this is more of a your choice thing. You come here. You can either grab a tablet or a clipboard. I'm just going to use a tablet for today. And it's either, e-tablet or e-clipboard. So now you walk up to this guy. If I can have you sign this document, it's just a liability form saying if anything happened, it is actually not our fault. We did serve you, and we did not do anything to this vehicle to harm your vehicle. And the sign at the bottom is just kind of saying that you did consent to us doing this, serving your vehicle. And then you would tell him the fee, which is going to be $150 for any sort of roadside assistance. And then you can either have him pay that through insurance or pay him through that on the spot. So after he signs and does everything, he or she, you can go ahead and walk back to the vehicle. Put your tablet away. If I can spell, there we go. And close your door. Get back in the vehicle. Do /hood to get the sign down. Turn off your lights. And then again in radio it would be RSA 1 10-8. Alrighty. So after that, I'm going to meet you guys back at top of the headquarters and we will continue training. Alrighty. So we're back at the facility, and now we're going to go over how to properly respond to a scene and when not to use our sirens. So almost every scene we're going to go no lights, no sirens, and that's just for our safety. And normally for tow and RSA scenes there's no rush. Obviously we'll get the occasional big MVA call that we will have to rush and everything, but those don't happen too often. So our current policy is you can only use sirens if a supervisor plus tells you you can. And a couple other situations that you can use sirens are a major fire that we're assisting with traffic, a car pileup or a motor vehicle accident on the freeway, a disabled car in a busy area, a pipeline or gas line damaged, a plane or helicopter emergency landing, and or natural disasters. These are the only times you can use your lights and sirens, so you don't get in trouble and so you can properly respond to the scene and look professional. Alrighty, so now we're going to do the TeamSpeak portion of the training. It's going to be very quick, very to the point, so get ready. So we're going to go to bookmarks, manage bookmarks. If you don't have SLRP, of course, as a bookmark already. SLRP, your badge, your name, ts3.simpleliferp.com, apply, okay. I'm going to bookmarks, Simple Life RP.
Connected.
If you don't have your DOT tags, go to role request in our Discord and ask there. Somebody will probably help you in the hour.
Channel switch.
So we're gonna go to dispatch tow, dispatch DOT, and we use a combination of 8 10 codes. Again, 8 10 codes. Excuse me. These 10 codes are code 0, which is game crash, 10-8 available, 10-4 affirmative, 10-9 repeat, 10-22 disregard, 10-23 on scene, 10-26 ETA, 10-51 request tow. I know I went fast, so it'll be on the screen right now. You will either hear that or simple speak. For example, simple speak is 205 available, 205 on scene, 205 en route. I'm going to give you a little example of both right here in our frequency. If you don't have mic clicks, don't freak out. This is what that noise is here in a minute. 205 en route to last 511 call. A 511 call is what we will get for a DOT. It's going to be our version of a 911 call. Another example would be 205 1023 511 call. So I just called myself on scene of that 511 call. Instead of using simple speak, I use 10 codes there. Again, either are acceptable, either are both you are going to hear on the radio, so just get used to it. So that was actually the quickest portion besides this next portion here. So we're going to go to basic medical next. Alrighty, so now we're going to go into the short and simple medical part of DOT training. You can always further your medical knowledge by contacting an EMS FTO, but this is all we kind of want you guys to know. So, as I said, in the RSA truck, you're going to have this medical bag. This medical bag is going to carry 2 tourniquets, some bandage wraps, latex gloves, and a box of good old bandages. It's really all we need. We don't have that many injuries on job, and if we do, we always have fire or Leo here to help us out, which they mostly know more than us. If anything does happen on job and you start bleeding severely, we go through a process called stop the bleed. And this is normally for heavy bleeding, and what you do is you find the location of the bleeding, you locate the bleed in the place, and place the tourniquet 6 inches above the wound if you're able to. If you can't, go as high as possible. And you're going to, of course, twist the lever on the tourniquet until it is tight enough and wait for medical to arrive. CPR is basic knowledge. You're going to check for a pulse. If they don't have a pulse, you're going to call an EMS. You're going to request someone to bring you an AED from your vehicle. Let's go ahead and ignore this because we don't have that. I apologize. You're going to locate these small bones centered at the bottom of the rib cage. You're going to move about 2 inches up from it. You're going to cup your hands and interlock the fingers. Excuse me here. You're going to begin to thrust downward and start chest compressions for 60 times a minute. If you can't get to 60, you better start going faster. And you're going to continue this until they either have a pulse or until EMS arrives. And to my Leo guys, don't worry where we got this. We just got it. We totally typed this up. So yeah, this is our basic medical aspect of DOT. We do want you guys to know this to your best ability. And we're going to go ahead and move back into game for the last little part. Alrighty. So, this pretty much wraps up your preliminary training. I know you guys see this flatbed, and you are like, what's going on with that? That's actually going to be a training that you're going to watch here in probably 20 seconds. All of our certifications are different videos. So, today we just did preliminary and uniform training, which is this vehicle right here. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Congratulations on passing your first training. Contact an FTO to further out your training process. And I will see you in the flatbed cert.